bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Welcome to WEFM's Midday News, sponsored by Court St. Vincent Limited.
At Quartz Optical, two are better than one. Be always ready for the occasions with a second pair of eyewear. Find your fit with a pair. Get 50% off on all men's frames and sunglasses, plus 30% off all other purchases. Ray-Ban, Armani, Converse, Vogue, and much more. Get that frame today. Shop with no cash and pay later. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News. I'm your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. The community of Murray's Village was rocked by a violent shooting on the evening of June 16, 2024. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, RSVGPF, has confirmed the tragic incident, which occurred at a local bar, resulting in 1 death and 2 injuries. According to preliminary reports, a gunman entered the bar, confronted the patrons, and began shooting. The attack claimed the life of Zeno Lee, a Murray's Village resident, who died at the scene from his injuries. Enrique King, another man present at the bar, sustained gunshot wounds to his right chest and arm. Additionally, Ronald Millington suffered a broken leg while attempting to escape the chaos. The RSVGPF has launched an extensive investigation to identify and apprehend those responsible for this senseless act of violence. Authorities are urging anyone with information that might aid in solving the case to come forward. Tips can be provided by contacting police emergency at 999 or 911, police control at 784-457-1211, or the Criminal Investigations Department Major Crimes Unit at 784-456-1810. Activities to mark Public Service Week began on Monday, June 17th, with a procession starting at the Administrative Building in Kingstown and concluded with a rally at the Heritage Square. The week of activities are being held under the theme Fostering Innovation and Global Challenges, a Public Sector Perspective. Speaking at the rally, Minister responsible for the public service, Honorable Frederick Stephenson, said this year's theme is fitting as countries strive to realize the 2030 United Nations goals to achieve sustainable development amid fragile and uncertain conditions. Noting that public workers shoulder responsibilities for realizing the UN development goals, Stephenson reminded public servants that their work is greatly impacting the lives of every community and society as a whole. Stephenson also commended public service workers for their hard work and dedication over the years, noting that they do a remarkable job even in difficult circumstances. He said St. Vincent and the Grenadines has joined with other nations this year in realizing the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and is striving to navigate through increasingly fragile and unforeseen circumstances. Still on the local scene, the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CADI, is advancing agricultural research with its ongoing tomato and sweet pepper field trials at its field and research station in Orange Hill. Since the trials began on April 3, 2024, extensive data has been collected on various aspects of tomato cultivation, including plant growth habits, physiological disorders, flowering, and resistance to pests and diseases. From June 12 to June 13, 2024, CADI hosted an evaluation exercise at the field station, bringing together extensive and advisory services and local farmers. The goal of this exercise was to assess tomato lines that demonstrate resilience to climate change, resistance or tolerance to specific pests and diseases, and high genetic potential for increased yields. These trials are part of CADI's efforts to promote vegetable diversity, support resilient livelihoods, and encourage healthier diets in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. By identifying robust and high yielding tomato varieties, CADI aims to equip local farmers with the tools needed to thrive in changing environmental conditions and contribute to sustainable agriculture in the region. On to regional news, Guyana authorities are on the hunt for a Venezuelan man identified as Manuel in connection with the attempted murder of minor Valan Dog Evans. According to the Guyana Police Force, GPF, the incident occurred at Evans after Evans, age 32, left his mining camp on June 15 to celebrate his birthday at Winamu Bakdam, landing on the Coyuni River. Later that evening, he went to Manuel's camp and fell asleep. On June 16th, around 4 p.m., Manuel returned to his camp and, upon finding Evans, accused him of having an affair with his common law wife. In a fit of rage, Manuel allegedly dosed Evans with a flammable substance and set him on fire before fleeing the scene. Despite his injuries, Evans managed to extinguish the flames and sought medical help at the Winamu Health Post. The JPF is actively pursuing leads to apprehend Manuel and is urging anyone with information to come forward. The police of St. Martin, KPSSM, is investigating multiple reports of dog poisonings in the Point Blanche area. Concerned residents have approached community police officers, reporting several instances of pets being poisoned, leading to the deaths of several dogs. KPSSM has issued a plea for those responsible for these acts to stop immediately. The police emphasize that such actions cause severe emotional distress to pet owners and their families and are considered a criminal offense. The public is reminded that intentionally poisoning animals is punishable under the law. KPSSM is committed to identifying and prosecuting those responsible for these reprehensible acts. On the international scene, at least 11 people have died and more than 60 are missing following two shipwrecks off the coast of southern Italy, according to rescue officials. On Monday, the German charity rescue ship rescued 51 people from a sinking wooden boat near the island of Lampedusa and discovered 10 bodies trapped in a lower deck. In a separate incident the same day, Médecins Sans Frontières MSF reported that over 60 people, including 26 children, were missing. The boats were carrying migrants who had departed from Libya and Turkey, as stated by the UN agencies. Survivors from the shipwreck near Lampedusa were handed over to the Italian Coast Guard and brought ashore on Monday morning. The bodies of the deceased were being transported to the island by rescue ship. The UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, the International Organization for Migration, IOM, and the UN Children's Agency, UNICEF, revealed that the migrants on the ill-fated boat had come from Syria, Egypt, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. And finally, in sports, Lockie Ferguson bowled 4 overs without conceding a run as New Zealand swept aside Papua New Guinea in a T20 World Cup dead rubber in Trinidad. Pace bowler Ferguson became the first man to bowl 4 maidens in a T20 World Cup match and only the second bowler to do so in all men's T20 internationals. In claiming 3 wickets, he helped the Black Caps dismiss Papua New Guinea for 78 on a difficult uneven surface. New Zealand lost Finn Allen to the second ball of their reply, but Devon Conway's 35 put them on the way to a 7-wicket win with almost 8 overs to spare. They finished third in Group C behind Afghanistan and co-host West Indies, who have already qualified for the Super 8s. This has been WEFM's Midday News, sponsored by Court St. Vincent's Limited. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. news, and we thank you for listening.
Ready, cash again! again. Experience the party, experience the vibes, experience the road. This carnival season, get the full experience with Ready Cash. I pay nothing for 60 days. Take a loan of 3,000 and more for Carnival 2024 and make your first payment after Carnival. Plus, you get to enter and win your loan back. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, payslip, and 2 references. Visit the nearest Courts or Ready Cash location today. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Ready cash again.